Hello, and thanks so much for stopping by Shaping Your World with Sha. I'm Sha, and on this channel, I talk about lifestyle related topics, primarily fragrances, because fragrances are my first love. So we're gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna get Delina out of the way first and foremost, because I talk about Delina Exclusif in a number of my videos at this point. But of course, she's gonna make the list of my current fragrances. I've been enjoying the heck out of her, and I'm not gonna go too much into her notes. I'll pop them up here on the screen, but I've spoken about her extensively, in particular in my video on my recommendations for fragrances for him and her. She's an honorable mention in that particular video, and I do go into detail about her and about how I feel about her. But she obviously makes this list because I have been enjoying the mess out of her lately. She's actually something, I know I'm kind of late to the party. Parfums de Marly dropped Delina Exclusif as their flanker to the original Delina. It was dropped back in 2018. So I'm definitely late to the party. But once I got my nose on her, that was it. It was love at first sniff. And I have been enjoying her ever since. And now she actually makes me very curious to get my nose on the Delina La Rose. Next up is Caramel Pop by Vivamor. And it's got top notes of caramelized popcorn accord and Italian bergamot. In the mid, it's got roasted chestnuts, caramel, and orchid. And in the base, it's got Madagascar vanilla, bourbon absolute, Laotian benzoin, and Virginian cedarwood. And I really like Caramel Pop because my nose does not pick up the popcorn. And I know that sounds kind of weird, because I think there is a market out there for people who enjoy popcorn fragrances. That's not my thing. I'm not on that bandwagon. I'm not a big fan. I don't want to smell like popcorn. So I don't get any of the popcorn notes in this fragrance at all. And you might be wondering, well, why do I have Caramel Pop if I'm not a popcorn fan? Caramel Pop came in a sample, a discovery set that I purchased. So Caramel Pop and the next fragrance that I'm going to talk about, they both came in a discovery set that I ordered from Vivamor. It's their 2023 discovery set. It's a collection of 5 of their fragrances that they launched in 2023. Currently, that discovery set, it normally retails for $49.99 on Vivamor's website, but they're currently having a sale. As of this date, today is Sunday, February 18th. Not sure how long the sale lasts, but as of today, as I checked right before I started filming, the discovery set is currently on sale for 40% off if you use the code DS23, and I'll pop that code on the screen. And again, like I always tell you, this video is not sponsored, but I will have links to every fragrance that I talk about today down below in the description box. So getting back to why Caramel Pop makes the list, I love the caramel and the vanilla. Those are the notes that really stand out to my nose. Those are the notes that really carry through and linger on my skin, and I love them. I love the combination of caramel and vanilla. And the funny thing is, I'm a big fan of vanilla fragrances. To my nose, this reminds me of a really nicely done vanilla fragrance. Again, my nose doesn't pick up any of the popcorn. I have seen a lot of videos and reviews on this fragrance, and most people do pick up that popcorn note, so and they enjoy the fragrance for that reason. But again, my nose, and we know that fragrance is very subjective, my nose does not pick up that popcorn. So I don't get any of the popcorn. I only get the caramel and the vanilla, and I get a little bit of the roasted chestnuts, which just gives it a nice a hint of nuttiness for me. I'm also not the biggest fan of nutty fragrances, but the roasted chestnuts are, in my opinion, are done very well in this particular fragrance, and it just adds a little pop, if you will, to the fragrance on my skin. So for that reason, Caramel Pop is currently on my roster of favorite fragrances at the moment. So moving right along, like I talked about in that Vivamor Discovery set, the other fragrance in that set that really stood out to me and I have been loving is Dubai Reverie. As previously mentioned, Dubai Reverie also came out in 2023. So out of the 5 fragrances in that Vivamor's 2023 Discovery set, like I said, there's Caramel Pop, Dubai Reverie, Vanilla Vice, Sweet Sin, and Choco Exclusif. Of those 5, the only 2 that I'm able to really enjoy for myself are Caramel Pop and Dubai Reverie. Particularly what I like about it is that my nose picks up the lychee, the black currant, the ginger, the vanilla cream, and the white musk. These are the notes that really stand out to me in this fragrance, and I love the way they how they blend in with my body chemistry to just really it just is so beautiful. I find it to be very intoxicating. I just keep smelling myself when I'm wearing it, and my husband loves it on me as well, and he likes to keep smelling me when I'm wearing it, so that's a bonus, right? But I have been enjoying Dubai Reverie so much lately. So next I have Oud For Greatness by Initio Parfums, and this fragrance dropped in 2018. I know that I talk a lot about expensive fragrances on this channel, and Oud For Greatness is no different. It's very expensive. However, it is currently on sale at Jomashop. I will put the link in the description box below. That will take you straight to it. I think it's like around $250 on sale right now. I personally obtained it in a set that I'm gonna talk about more in a little bit, but I received it as a sample. I really have been enjoying it, and you'll see that it's got, it dries down into musk. It opens up with a nice floral oud, dries down to a beautiful musk, and again, the way they come together on my skin is just so incredibly wonderful. I'm a real lover of ouds, but as we know, ouds can sometimes be a little intense. Some ouds lean more smoky than others. I don't get a lot of that smoky lean in this particular oud, and I think it's heavily in part due to the floral and the musk that are mixed in with it. To me, it's just a nice smooth oud. I would definitely recommend this to someone who might like oud, but kind of gets a little discouraged by how harsh oud can be sometimes. I would say this is a really smooth oud, and it's a very easy wear. It's not one of those ouds where you have to worry about, is it cool enough outside to wear it, or it's not one of those ouds that's like really loud and in everybody's face. So you can wear it any season, you can wear it any occasion. It's not going to be something that's just like too loud or screechy wherever you go. Again, to my nose and on my skin, I don't know, I can't say how it's going to perform on someone else's skin, but I will say for me, I would definitely say it's a very smooth oud and worth checking out if you like oud, but you're sometimes kind of turned off by how harsh it can come across sometimes. So last but not least on my list is Poets of Berlin by Vilhelm Parfumerie. And this was dropped in 2018. And I kind of alluded in my last fragrance, I was able to obtain samples of both Poets of Berlin and Oud For Greatness as part of a discovery set that I ordered from ScentBird. Again, this video is not sponsored. I am a member of ScentBird, and so I get fragrances every month. And this month they were selling, or this month they are selling a discovery set by the name of TikTok Loves These. I thought that was a really cute name. And so they have this discovery set. It actually includes Delina Exclusif as well. But I already have that fragrance. But it contained Oud For Greatness and Poets of Berlin. And so I ordered the discovery set specifically so I could get my nose on those two scents, because I've heard a lot about them here in the fragrance community. And in particular, Poets of Berlin is well loved by other people in the fragrance community that share the same scent loves that I do. So in other words, I watch a lot of people that, I try to watch people that like this similar scents to the scents that I like. And so a lot of those people have highly recommend Poets of Berlin. And you know, I've been wanting to get my nose on it for a long time. This fragrance was dropped in 2018, so it's been out for a good while now, and I'm so happy to finally get my nose on it. I've watched a lot of reviews of this fragrance, and I've seen a number of people compare this to Floral Street's Wild Vanilla Orchid. And I do really like Wild Vanilla Orchid by Floral Street, but I personally do not think it smells anything like Poets of Berlin. I'm not really understanding where people are getting that from. But again, everybody's nose is different. Fragrance is so very subjective. And what I can say is Poets of Berlin it opens up with blueberry and lemon. In the mid, it's got vanilla and green wild orris, and then it dries down in the base with vanilla, sandalwood, and vetiver. Now, it's got that double dose of vanilla, right? It's got vanilla in the mid, it's got vanilla in the base, and I know that Floral Street's Wild Vanilla Orchid is a really beautiful, well done floral vanilla. The combination of the orchid and the vanilla blend so very nicely together, and maybe that's why people compare it to Poets of Berlin, because the vanilla and the sandalwood in the Poets of Berlin blend really well together. But I mean, you've still got the blueberry and the lemon, and to my nose, that blueberry and lemon carry straight through the fragrance. They don't disappear. Like, I know how some fragrances, the top notes kind of fade away, or they either disappear completely or they fade away into the background in a lot of fragrances. On me, the blueberry and lemon, they don't do that. They stay throughout the fragrance, and they're not to my nose and on my skin, they're not gourmand. You know, they don't make me smell like a pastry. They smell really nicely sophisticated, and for me, for that reason, the blueberry and the lemon distinctly keep this fragrance from smelling like the Wild Vanilla Orchid by Floral Street. I just don't see I don't see it. But let me know in the comments below if you've smelled both fragrances. Do you think that they smell similar enough to be a dupe for one another? Like, honestly, a lot of people actually, a lot of the videos that I've watched, people actually say that the Floral Street fragrance is a dupe for this Poets of Berlin. I don't agree, but let me know if you agree down in the comments. So, like I said, I was able to pick up samples of Poets of Berlin and Oud For Greatness as part of a discovery set called TikTok Loves These, and that set is currently available for purchase on ScentBird's website. So I'll link that down below in the description box. So those are my 5 current favorites. Again, it's Delina Exclusif by Parfums de Marly, Caramel Pop, and Dubai Reverie by Vivamor, Oud For Greatness by Initio, and Poets of Berlin by Vilhelm Parfumeries. Again, loving these fragrances. Oh my goodness, just loving them. They have been love at first sniff. So Again, this video is not sponsored. However, I will be leaving links to every fragrance that I've talked about today in the description box below. Let me know if you have or like any of these fragrances, and what, you know, why you like them. Also, if you have been enjoying my content but you're not currently subscribed, please consider subscribing, joining the family. I thank you so much to all of you who continuously show up and support my videos, and to all of you that are new, welcome. I hope that you'll stick around and think about subscribing. Until next time, I'm Sha, and this is Shaping Your World with Sha.